Hey, welcome back to A Fishes and Loaves Life. I'm Carol. Today I'm going to be planting ginger. My brain wanted to say garlic. No, not in this sun and not in my climate right now. Ginger is a tropical plant, and therefore it's very fitting for me in Zone 10B to be planting it. Also goes well usually with banana plants. We plant the rhizome, and we also harvest the rhizome to use in various culinary ways and teas and healing ways. Sorry, I have a dog barking. Usually I have a child making noise, but now I have a little puppy barking in the background. I've already put a soil mix in here. I'm using Pro Mix for gardeners. It's organic. And then I used a tropical fertilizer that you do 2 tablespoons per 6 inches of the pot. It's usually diameter, but you'll see my pot's not round, so I had to kind of, fudge it a little bit. But still, I'm going to mix it in so it has something to feed from. And yeah, I'm going to get started, and I'll show you what it looks like and what each one looks like going in, or at least one looks like going in. Okay, I may have to do a voiceover because the birds are so loud right now where I'm at. I'm also doing this on a child's table, so I may fall. But first I'm gonna wet my soil a little bit more today. Like I said, we're doing ginger. And I've got a few that are completely sprouted and really nicely. I do have one that has some mildew on it, but I'm going to try and just rinse that off. Right now, I should have mixed this in before I wetted it down, but oh well, I'll mix it in a minute. I like this because it's one of those continuous spray bottles. I got one to do my mom's hair, and yeah, it came with an extra, so you don't just pump it and it gives you a little extra spray. But it's so fine, I'm not sure if it's going to work for this type of plant. All right, so I'm gonna mix some of that in. This is just to give it a little something to feed off of, because this Pro Mix, it might have a little bit of mycorrhiza and a little bit of food in it, because it's the gardening organic Pro Mix. The regular Pro Mix is usually just a bunch of peat, I believe. Compacted peat. Considering this is going to make me, I believe they're called rhizomes, that I want it to have food. I want to take out any kind of sticks I see in here. I don't want big sticks. All right, I did not put this through anything, so it is potting mix. It's just, like you get those little chunks here and there. I didn't sort those out before I got to this point. Excuse me. Okay, I made my trench. You don't want to plant it too deep, but you also don't want them too shallow. Now, how I did these was, you can see I've got them in a container. I had them in a different container before, and I actually kind of forgot about them. And this is, I already got, it wants to be a plant. And then it looks like right here, these are going to turn into new rhizomes. So, don't want to plant them too deep. A long time ago, I remember watching another gardener, and her name was Brenda. She's over at 1900 Homestead. I think it's called the 1900 Homestead. And she was doing that. She was planting, and I was like, wow, I gotta try that. And she really was light with what she put over top of these, and because you're leaving them at the top so they can grow down and form those rhizomes, and of course grow up so they can get the photosynthesis and the sun that they need to do that, the energy from the sun. This one is quirky. Look at that one. Whee! It's already forming a leaf, so these are a little late getting in. That one's even more shallow. But you plant them in a horizontal because that's how they grow. I also learned that from the Epic Gardener. I took a look at his video and how he did his ginger. And I'm just hoping that I can get the plants out of this, because the plants themselves too are beautiful and they're a nice tropical plant. And eventually I'd like to plant them down. Once I have enough organic matter in my soil in ground, I'd like to plant them around some of, or near some of my banana trees. I really just want to plant the ones that are completely sprouting today. Cover those up a little better. And let the other ones sprout out a little bit more so I know that they have the strength to do so. But you really can just soak these, like organic ones from the store. You can supposedly soak them in warm water overnight and plant them out in a pot. So I kind of chitted my ginger, if that's possible, inside in a container with just a wet paper towel. And Brampton, I don't know if I'm saying her channel right, she had a live on where she had shown she had done that and that it was effective and it worked. So I wanted to give it a shot. No, one's not deep enough. This thing is huge. One of the things that Epic Gardener was saying, you want to choose larger hands. Well, I had already made mine smaller because of not knowing that. So next time I'll try the larger hands, but this time I'm gonna just do these. I think I'm gonna just leave it at this, even though I've got some others in here. Like this one's got a really good one on it. I'll wait because I'd like to get another container like this and spray paint it. That's what I did with this one. And no, the spray paint isn't touching the food, so that's fine. And there's some big lizards, hopefully, in my bananas that I'm hearing and not anything else. While I'm doing this, I can hear movement behind me, which in South Florida, you kind of gotta be aware too, what's over your shoulder. I know it's not a mountain lion, at least. People up in the hills, woo-wee, who live near mountain lions. I don't think I could do it. Nope. Just like you would think you can't live here with gators. I don't see them, you know, in residential areas. I've seen people seeing them in residential areas here, but I never do. Ginger is a natural anti-inflammatory, and it also can just spice up your juices if you're a juicer. One of my favorite juices is the carrot, ginger. It's carrot, ginger, and beets mixed together with a little apple. Oh my gosh, so good. So good. Okay. This is going to take me a while to spray it in, but you get the idea. These are set up to grow now. I'm going to actually just give them a little little spray. Don't want them too wet, the ones that you're starting, because you don't want them to totally mildew over. But that's basically it for planting ginger in a pot. Just keep an eye on it. I don't want dappled light. You know, I'm not going to be putting this out in direct sunlight. I'm going to kind of baby it. But it is meant for my zone. I believe it's 9 up to 12 ginger does well in. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks to my team captain, Homestead Aquarius, for picking me up during, you know, choosing teams. That was very nice. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. It's really hard during this season of my life to get anything in as far as gardening. But my husband has my son out for a walk right now, and my daughter just took the dog inside, so that worked out. Okay. But yeah, if you can, these are on Amazon. If you like the bottle, I found them on Amazon. It's like a continuous spray. And it's very light, so it would be good for like microgreens and things like that, and also little seedlings. Be very gentle with them. I can't wait to see how this turns out. I hope you try growing ginger yourself. If you're not in this zone, you can grow it as a house plant. You just have to have a window that gets good sunlight, because it does need the sunlight like other plants do for photosynthesis, and that's where they get their energy from. So yeah, I can't wait to enjoy more ginger in my juices, my vegetable juices and fruit juices. It's good in apple juice too, fresh apple juice. So have a great day. This is Fishes signing off, and I will see you guys later, hopefully on my next video, which I don't know what we'll be planting then, but I hope you join me. I'll talk to you later. Or we could be also pulling something up. I have a humongous lemongrass that I need to harvest. Have a good one. Bless you. What, did somebody sneeze? I meant God bless you. There they are planted. Ta-da!